Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world from the sunny Caribbean, you are watching What You Need. Alright, boxing fans and boxers out there, we're going to continue with the pivot. It is one of the most important things in boxing. Now, you know the boxing ring is a square, but it's called a square circle because why? Boxers move usually in a circle in that square. Now, that means that boxers will have to pivot. But most of the pivots you're taught as beginners is the front foot pivot. Now, let me just talk about some terms first very quickly so that you're clear on that before I go into pivots. If I say, I am boxing off the front foot, that means I'm boxing coming forward. Okay? If I say I'm boxing off the back foot, generally that means I'm boxing going backwards. Okay? However, when I say I am using a back foot pivot, I'm talking about pivoting off my back foot or turning off my back foot, literally. If I'm talking about a front foot pivot, I'm pivoting off my front foot. Now, in this video clip you've been watching at for the last couple of seconds, Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton is reaching, coming in, throwing a jab, and he gets caught with a check hook. But what may elude you guys is Mayweather's footwork to set up that check hook. Pay attention to Mayweather's back foot. Watch it one more time. I'll use the arrow so you can watch it. He turns off his back foot and then pushes off his front foot after he check hooks Ricky Hatton to get out the way. In short, that is a back foot pivot. Now, Mayweather doesn't only use back foot pivots for check hooking his opponents. He uses back foot pivots a lot when he fights. And that's something that separates him from a lot of boxers in boxing. A lot of times people think Floyd Mayweather, he moves all around the ring. He doesn't do that at all. If you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr., he uses a lot of pivots to get his opponents out of position, as well as get him into position to strike them and keep him from them striking him. So this is a back foot pivot right here in which Ricky Hatton was reaching in, and because he was reaching in, he came down the wrong line because Mayweather was already out of the line of fire. Mayweather was directly in front of Ricky Hatton there. See that? And then he pivoted completely out the way. And Ricky Hatton ran into the turnbuckle. 1 minute Mayweather was right in front of him, and by pivoting off the back foot and check hooking him, Ricky Hatton ran into the turnbuckle and Mayweather was nowhere to be found. It's gone. And that's because of a back foot pivot. Not a front foot pivot, but a back foot pivot. Now, here's a front foot pivot right here. Pivots right here off the front foot. Now, again, he moves at an angle so that he moves off at 90 degrees to where he was. He also rolls under while he's doing that. Now, while he pushes off his front foot, he has to push off his back foot to get the pivot going. See? And then he pushes off his front foot. Because to create that angle, you have to turn. And to turn, you will turn off the foot that you're pivoting off of, but you have to push off the other foot to get that turning going. Here it is one more time. Alright, here is Mayweather again pivoting off the front foot. Again, he pushes off the back foot and turns off the front, rolling under. Now here, Mayweather is going to pivot off the front foot again, but moving backwards. So we say he's pivoting off the front foot on the back foot. Now notice he's also pushing off his back foot to get that turn. His timing is also very important here. Now here's another one where he actually uses front foot and back foot pivots. Okay? First he pivots off the back foot, then he pivots twice off the front foot while he's shuffling, and then he check hooks and pivots off the back foot at the same time. So he's never going in a straight line going backwards. That throws the pressure fighter or the opponent off. Let me give you the actual footwork. Back foot, front foot, back foot. Back foot, front foot, back foot. That's what he did. Okay? It's a combination of front foot and back foot pivots. Now that's the secret to Floyd Mayweather, basically. This is what makes him so very difficult. It's his footwork and his pivots. So for those younger fighters out there and fight fans, Floyd Mayweather Jr., he doesn't run. He never has. Now a conventional fighter, they'll need to shuffle all the way around the ring and move and do all these wide movements. Floyd Mayweather never has to do that because he knows how to pivot. And that's what separates him from any other boxer out there. He can pivot off of either foot, the front foot or the back foot. You guys have a great one.